Yeah, no,
Or
episode 4.
Andor.
Come on.
Andor, season 1,
Episode 4.
Nice. On Ferrix, this like working planet, where a lot of the value is being extracted out. The metaphor for where a rebellion, where a revolution like begins, like with the workers on the ground level, at the grassroots level, at the individual level even. Not just with the sort of like righteous hero, but at the individual level of the every person,
Yeah.
And I mentioned before that this is sort of an allegory of the revolutionary tale, like Karl Marx's revolution, is reflected in this show. It doesn't mean it is a Marxist message or a communist message. And sort of what were the parts? Who were the characters in the real revolution in Marx's life? And going forward, I think you only kind of see more of that. It's not putting forth a message that says, this political idea is the one that's going to replace the empire after the revolution. That's something I wanted to mention because while it is a revolutionary story and it uses Marx's life as a background, as a template, and there's a lot of similarities, there's also a lot of similarities to a lot of revolutions. And this show is not about the political ideology that follows after they take over the empire.
Yeah.
We don't really know about that.
I don't know that.
Yeah, and the characters don't really discuss that. What they're discussing, though, is how the empire and that oppression, that authority, that grinding of the people down.
Yeah, the whole atmosphere seems like depressing.
Yeah. And it's about how that leads to the revolution and how these different figures are symbols. So while it's quite political and quite cultural, it's not, trying to preach a specific message. And I just wanted to make that clear because there's a lot of progressivism in the show, but it isn't saying a specific political or social ideology is the correct one. It's just showing how revolutions begin. Sorry, I'm boring you, but but this is something that I think is core to this show, and I think it's also why it's so popular and why people like it. I think it's one of the best shows in like the past 10 or 15 years.
I think we should start to watch.
Okay, so now this music's really different. There's no violin or that little clicking. This is
Another
like
different one.
drums in the background.
It's the music of hope.
And something building, right? Like steps being made.
Yeah. Hallcraft.
Never seen one do that.
Fondor Hallcraft.
Prizes for all of us.
So he's modified his ship quite a bit.
Medical eggnog. Eggnog. Something nog.
Put a real stick in the eye of the empire.
Ooh,
And get paid for it.
nice.
Important.
Good
Get paid
deal.
for it.
So it's like Luthen is a spy.
Wouldn't you rather give it all at once? Something real. Than carve off useless pieces till there's nothing left. I came for you.
He wanted him. He wanted a good
Yeah,
rebel.
I really
right?
wanted him.
Big stakes, big danger.
Ooh.
Prep team, good plan.
Because they've done such an excellent job so
This is
far.
like showing this like really the boring,
What do we do here?
meticulous,
What is our purpose?
structured part of an evil empire.
Covert
Oppressing
action, sir.
people,
Very good,
stripping away
Edward.
rights.
That is
Yeah.
verbatim from the ISB
stripping
mission
resources.
statement and wrong.
Think of a name for yourself.
Andor.
Clem.
Clem.
Next 5
Clem.
days, you'll be Clem.
Clem. Oh.
Good shave.
Ooh. Not enough. Not smooth enough. Just-
It's just a knife. What do you expect out of him?
he deserves a shaver.
Yeah, come on. Don't they have some awesome Star Wars technology?
Will he die? So usually if the
Against
guy,
200,000,
some
giving you
people
my word.
give other people some important things, that means they're gonna die.
Yeah,
I mean, lots
sometimes.
of shows.
But it could be a hint at what kind of man Luthen really is. Because it's a lightsaber crystal. Yeah. Ooh.
I'm gonna drive by myself. Oh, just to fly away. This one is like, I'm the monitor.
He's like, nope.
Are you giving me a choice here?
Yeah. You take him, we'll call it off.
His choice He always does say that he gives a choice, but his choices are such ultimatums.
Hard
It's like take
to-
him or don't do it,
Along the way,
you know.
For the next 3 days, if for any reason, look
Very
at me!
extreme, huh?
You wanted to lead. This is what he comes to. Well, that's the advantage of renting him. He's disposable.
Brutal,
Wow.
ruthless, but honest.
It's like a good tool.
This has to be your win, Bell.
We're gonna win.
Seems like very,
We have no choice.
Dark.
We have to win or
Yeah.
die.
yeah.
You will hollow certify receipts of said items?
It stands so still.
Questions?
No.
Nope.
No
you will
question.
not win. Total disengagement
ineptitude.
for this farce to have reached the full apex of incredulous disaster.
Oh my god, so many hard words.
Yeah. It is. I love that though. Seriously? He's just like,
You've rung the final bell on corporate independence. As of this morning, the Milana system is under permanent imperial authority.
whoops.
Oh,
His actions had even more consequences than he could have imagined.
yeah.
The snowball effect, you know, just things just kept getting worse and worse, even though he wanted to sort of
It's
be a
getting
good
worse.
boy and do what he thought was right, get recognition, and just everything just
I
kept
think it must lots of rage in his heart.
cold and like unflinching, but also like he seems a little dead inside.
He can express his feeling by his chin. Sexy
You were the
chin.
boss. And you would have liked.
If you change that in any way, you and I are going to have a big problem.
I like this actress.
She's good.
Now we are 7.
7
Against carries
Stay
him.
your wind.
Unbelievable. How can you
How can
just
you?
fight them with 7 people?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a small team. Cool.
I love that sound. It's like so recognizable. It's like a Star Wars sound.
1 local and 4 Primor security employees.
One local. Poor Tim. Or poor Eric.
Oh. I like his pants. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They like
it's
bow out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 2 tomatoes. 2 balls.
94.
Look at me. So gorgeous. Oh, he doesn't even look at himself. Oh.
Putting on a
He's
wig.
gonna put on wig and he's gonna pretend to be another guy. Put on my suit, my fancy golden
Yeah.
rich stuff.
Yeah.
I am so rich now.
Look at his hair now. It's just-
Wow. Looks different.
Look at him.
Oh wow.
I love that. It shows like
no, he's doing the rehearsal.
yeah. He plays such a double life. He has to
Yeah.
like in that moment like
Special.
change his mind, change his person, you know, become because if
That's the price of being rebel.
who he is, yeah. I love that scene just because it is no dialogue and it just shows so perfectly
south.
like what it takes psychologically to play this like spy, this dual role, this hidden
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
you know?
that's really smart. And
I think she also has those similar pants.
okay. No,
Well,
not
this
obvious.
incident
That
is
Okay.
guy.
You fool here.
Men always like
Are you denying my
giving
request?
women advice.
time today.
Yeah.
They think they are the godfather
down.
of the life. We don't want advice. We just want the powers. We don't need to steady the ladder.
Beautiful. Another thing great about this show is it's just like shot on location. Like a lot of other Star Wars shows are just shot in a studio,
Oh,
with screens
really?
and CGI. But this
I
was
mean,
shot on all
including
these.
the movie Star Wars.
A lot of it
movies.
is,
Who is it?
Look at these
yak.
goats. Like they have like so many horns.
It's goat.
Or I don't
They're
know.
goats. I thought
Some
they're
kind
yaks.
of space goat. Yeah. Like a yak goat with like so many more horns.
Mutant yaks.
Cheers.
I'm your new superstar.
I like this scene, the scene choice, the setting, because it's so different than the Ferrix, the past world.
Oh,
It was all
yeah,
just like
yeah.
work, recycle, dust,
Yeah,
broken
yeah.
parts. This is
Yeah.
all
This is Glenn.
little
Natural.
natural,
Some
yeah.
nature scene.
He's like
Okay.
trying to play tough guy a little bit, or maybe he's just unsure of what he's doing too.
Yeah, I think he's just not sure and a little bit defensive. Ooh, cool.
So this is
shit.
actually a real airport or train terminal
Really?
somewhere in Europe, I think. I
Really?
forget where it is. This is such a good shot. You can see like the light from the window fading, and it's like the light on his face growing darker. It's like his optimism or his hope
Yeah.
just dying as he like goes lower and lower.
So now he's going back home to see
call.
his mom.
That's such a good shot too.
Yeah.
Just like all that
Cool.
repetition. Just everything's so like blank,
Yeah.
repeated. Like such a gray, boring, dull.
Yeah, it's boring. It's just a repeat. Yeah,
And look, it's
repetitive.
like also confined. Like little spaces get smaller and smaller. Everything is like pressured and confining.
Yeah.
What a planet.
Even no trees, no plants. So boring.
Yep,
You come home.
you're right.
Wow. How can you get home? Oh my god, that's how she
So
expressed her happiness? That's weird.
Oh.
What are you staring at?
what are you staring at?
Oh my god.
Such a great performance. Like just like three wild emotions,
Oh my
like so
God.
fast.
It's like, I love you, so I slap you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. I want to.
It's like, I'm
Your work
feeling that. He's
is
a
in the
nice
cause.
guy.
Even she finds it hard to say these words right now.
Yeah.
Because she's just like, what, there's they have to just take this guy who we're paying, you know?
Just follow my leader. Oh,
So
here he is.
Look at this.
Senator, what a pleasure.
I love the switch in his role, his performance.
Ooh.
Treasure for the true refugee.
It's like some brutal weapon.
Oh, don't bother. I couldn't afford anything here.
So honest.
Look at some coins.
Like her hairstyle.
Parents' taste beyond fighting.
So neaty or
Yeah.
neat. So neat.
Neat.
I need to start planning if you're no longer coming through for
Oh, they're teammates.
Yep.
Getting very dangerous.
Right.
So the rebellion also takes place, like in the prestigious elite, the rich class. There are some who
forage for so long.
you find it so unethical, so immoral that they
Yeah.
have to do something about it. You know, they have to get involved.
Right. I think they need more money and more people, huh?
Yep.
Why don't you take this on loan?
May I?
Love the dual performance.
Just changed so fast
Yeah.
and so naturally.
Like that spin. I love that spin with the hand on the hip. It's so different than the way he stood as like the rebel guy, you know, with the gun talking to Andor. Where he like
Okay.
spins and puts his
Yeah,
hand on the
yeah.
hip, and like it's just so different.
Yeah.
He's so good at like
Such a good actor, huh?
puts everything into his like his body motion.
Weird rich
A
guy.
weird
or-
rich art dealer guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Flying cars. Ooh, China's got flying car programs at the
Flying car
universities now.
program. What's that?
China has launched university programs to study flying vehicles.
Oh,
You-
flying.
you told me
vehicle.
about
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah, flying industry. They just
Yeah.
put that in the policy, new policies.
What were you going to do if I couldn't get here today? Just turn up with an extra face to explain.
I knew you'd come through.
She has to lie too.
On top of what? On top of being someone I've never met who suddenly got my neck in their hands.
I know the feeling.
A lot of tension. You know,
I think it's
rightfully
a
so.
very good echoing. It's like echoing the time when he's a child in the forest. You
Yeah.
know, like there are some outsiders intruded, so he could feel the similar rage and
Yeah.
defense.
Look at all this white and gold.
Beautiful.
I like the gold, but I don't like the white.
I like the white, but I don't like the gold.
What you?
Just for fighting back.
I don't like whatever you like.
I don't like.
Do you know how
Shipping
many will
lanes.
starve? Perhaps we can laugh about it over the third course.
So he's like some typical rich guys.
Yeah,
who,
doesn't care about.
Yeah, who enjoyed the parties. No, don't care about.
Must everything be
poor
boring
people.
and sad?
Yep.
Because they know no one's stupid enough to try it.
No one but us.
Okay.
He's optimistic.
Yeah.
The locals.
Danny.
The Eye of Aldani.
And Danny, the locals, huh?
See what?
Imagine 50 meteor showers all at once
That'd be beautiful.
Wow.
being pulled across
Yeah,
the sky.
it's really gorgeous. One
Is
of
it
their
worth creating this
power
much
of
intra-office friction
controlling
in the pursuit of what
stuff,
seems like a
but
straight-up
not like
case of a
really
robbery
solving
gone
the
awry?
problems.
Sir,
Yeah.
it
Just
is my
care about the
feeling that this is
positions
part of
and
an ongoing
powers.
effort to steal.
That's
Yes,
good.
Sir. Here, we act on vetted
Women
and
should care more
verified
about the
information.
power.
Alert me when this material is collected.
He's like, I win. You don't
Yeah.
get my sector.
You loser.
No time to waste. No at all.
Oh,
Written
I
by-
like this episode too.
Yeah. I just love the performances of this episode. Seeing Luthen change from like the spy
Yeah,
master
I like that part. It's really
to like the art dealer guy, and like in his shop, he's just like,
he's performing
hello,
really well.
Senator." Yeah.
Yeah, like real.
Yeah.
Also, I like the lady. Oh, I think she's kind of familiar with another guy.
Oh,
before.
in the first art, yeah.
Yeah,
The-
I think it's really like their situations are very
Sh-
similar. Like
yeah.
they all got misunderstood by their leaders, and they
Yep.
just really want to control something, but they just failed.
They want to do more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like some people who are working for the company. They want to get higher position.
Yep.
They want to make some big contribution, but it's really hard and just
Yep.
lots of frustrations for them.
They get passed over.
Yeah.
They get blocked by their coworkers or boss. Those two characters are quite similar. The Cyril Karn.
Yeah, I just
And
think
her.
many people, they are just so different, and every character just, they portrayed them so well.
I think so.
Yeah.
Onward we go.
Okay, bye bye.